Speaking of one tricks, though, Kiriko. Kiriko is the new hero that got introduced with Overwatch 2 as it launched. And we both got her for free. We are shills. We bought the Watch Point pack.
Yes.
So, we were going to get Kiriko regardless. But we have her available. She's been incredibly fun. I have really, really thoroughly dig her kit.
Yeah, totally.
The kunai is a bitch to hit.
It's a difficult weapon to use, yes.
And its difficulty, I do like its difficulty. When I 2-tap that Widow, that is a fucking dopamine factory. Absolute dopamine factory.
Oh, for sure.
I've heard complaints that her healing doesn't give enough feedback to the player. You just don't know that you're actually healing somebody.
Oh, to like the Kiriko player?
Yeah, when you're actually healing somebody, you don't get a lot of feedback for that. But as I played her a lot last night, I realized I don't mind that too much, because really the feedback I want is hitting those kunais. Hitting those kunai headshots is the feedback I'm looking for playing Kiriko.
Fair.
Healing is secondary to me. It should be primary to me, being a support, but you know.
Yes, you're one of those guys. I know.
But in my opinion, for this, having less feedback to distract me from from trying to hit the feedback I want, is a fine trade-off.
Yeah, I didn't even really notice, to be honest with you. So, it's okay.
And I think is using her protective Suzu.
Yeah.
The bell sound you hear when you get people in it.
Yeah, and then just the feeling, even though it's 1 second, that you saved somebody and they actually got away from whatever it was,
Yeah.
And you were healing them on their way out, and they got, that's a pretty good feeling right there.
Yeah, helped though by the player save edition.
Yeah, I like that. And it also tells you were saved by.
Yes, I think that's a...
you were saved by 2 players, or you were saved by so-and-so. No, I like that addition on it. It helps. It helps because it's like, okay, normally it's like, all right, I was saved, but not that I'm going to send Christmas cards to them or anything, but it's like, it's kind of nice to know that it was the Kiriko that saved you, or it was...
Yeah.
But I think it does it with any player, with any character, not just the supports. I think it does it like if a tank comes in and like a diva comes in and DMs something and saves you, I think it does it that as well.
Ooh, that would be interesting.
I don't quote me on that. I think
I do know a few DPS do have the capability to get them. I know Soldier 76 can get them with his biotic field. I know
that's definitely something to look into, because I just think that'd be really cool if that kind of like happened to everybody. With everybody got hey, you were saved by this person.
Yeah,
it's just kind of a cool little, to me, a cool little treat to know that
I'm saving people,
or somebody thought enough to come in and save me in a time of need, because I think that shows people there's like teamwork going on.
Yeah.
As opposed to just like, I need healing, and you're healing somebody, but it's like
they don't know. Really.
They don't really know, but if it says you were saved by,
then at least your supports are trying.
Exactly.
I think that is a very important thing to have as a support player. That's the kind of feedback I need as a support player to justify my own position on the team.
For sure.
It's like, hey, man, I've been saving people. I've been making sure that...
Yeah. I am doing the work. I'm not just a body here on the field. I am like putting in the work. Yeah, I like that.
That's a great addition to Overwatch
I really do like that addition as well. That is.
And especially with it showing up on the player you save side of the screen as well.
Yeah.
It makes it harder to be toxic towards your supports.
Yeah.
Because like, okay, yeah, thanks support, you saved me, instead of, what are you doing? Why aren't you healing me?
Well, it tells you you're being healed by so-and-so, or...
Yeah, I am here for all of the UI changes.
Oh, yeah.
I do like the cleaner looking Overwatch compared to what it was.
Yeah.
It feels more like a modern FPS game.
Yeah.
Which some might find a bad thing, but I don't know, all these new UI elements just make it feel to me like it was this is a game that came out and is here to stay.
Yeah.
Well, there is something to lose, or something to mourn the loss of Overwatch 1's UI. I will say the changes have been mostly good.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, going to be problems with things you may not like or dislike, but it's all good. Those are like little things.
Yeah.
That's not something that's going to make or break the game. It's just personal preferences and or things like that. I really do like the updated UI. I don't like the split screen of the rounds. That's like super red and super blue and just kind of...
I'm not a big fan of it either. I'm mostly over it at this point.
Yeah, it just is now.
It just is. I do hope they continue to iterate on some of the UI elements. But overall, I do think the menu UIs, the player UIs, are all very, very nice and clean. And
yeah.
So that was something I was a fan of all the way back when they first showed off the new UI.
Yeah.
Back in 2019, 20-something.
In 1911, when they announced Overwatch 2. Yeah.
But it's here.
Yes.
It's here now.
It is here.
Overwatch 2 is finally here. It's everything
It's everything I wanted and was expecting, and I enjoy it, and I know a lot of people do, and I'm glad for that.
So I would have liked some new heroes other than Kiriko, Sojourn, and Junker Queen, given that we had played both betas.
Yeah.
And had plenty of time with both Junker Queen and Sojourn. That said, the promise of more consistent seasonal content is an enticing one. And with how fun Kiriko is, having my hands permanently on Sojourn and Junker Queen, where they aren't going away, is well worth the trade-off.
Oh,
Three new heroes, one of the best supports, if not the best support they have ever made.
Yeah, she's up there for sure.
Because we're getting a new hero in Season 2.
Yeah.
So, new tank hero in Season 2.
New tank, yes.
So, and Season 4, we're having a new support, I think.
Yes.
So the road ahead is looking quite bright, and I am excited to see where it goes.
Yes, I'm looking very forward to the future of it and see how it pans out. And
on any occasion, the future is looking bright for Overwatch, and I can't wait to get more years with the game that I already thoroughly enjoyed more than any other first-person shooter that has come out since, or hell, even before.
Yeah, agreed. I'm old school, so Halo is always going to have a place, but Overwatch is... just had to shout out to Halo.
Halo is a good one.
Future talks on Halo.
So I would say something about the Overwatch League. Unfortunately, I did not catch many of last week's matches. I am in a mode of saving my energy for the playoffs.
Playoffs for sure.
And so I'm not paying attention to them as much as I could be.
Yeah. Same.
They're fun to have up while I play Overwatch too. for the moment.
Definitely.
And I think that's the bigger issue. Is I just want to play Overwatch 2.
Yes.
In conclusion, I am just happy to be playing Overwatch 2, and really, it's what I want to do. It's the one game I actually just want to play right now. I don't want to play anything else.
No, not really. I really don't either. And so,
like, I started Pillars of Eternity the other day, but I'm not going to play it because Overwatch 2. I'm just too excited to have Overwatch 2. And be able to play it and see what the future holds for us.
Exactly. So, definitely on that note, I think we can end this episode.
And with that in mind, next week we'll be discussing our experiences getting to unlock Rent in Valorant.
Woohoo!